A truck gets to a quarantine zone. Workers immediately sanitize it. The driver asks them what's going on, and one of them tells the driver that there was a small leak in the biotech area, but there is no such big problem. The driver keeps going, and when his phone rings, he tries to pick it up but hits something on the road. He gets out of the truck and sees the deer. He checks if there is any damage to his truck. He then leaves it on the road. The animal comes back to life again. Seok-woo is at work talking with a client on the phone. They discuss the sale of some stocks. He reads headlines on a news site about the strange deaths of fish in a reservoir. As his assistant walks in, Seok-woo tells him to sell all the stocks of the company. Later, he parks his car while arguing with his ex-wife on phone about their daughter, Soo-in. Tomorrow is her mom's birthday, and the girl wants to see her, but he doesn't want her to go alone. When he gets home, his mother opens the door for him. When he walks into the girl's room, she's on the phone with her mom, telling her that she can take the train by herself. She hears him coming and ends the call. Seok-woo sits down next to Soo-in and tells her to wait a week because he will have less work to do, and then he will take her to Busan. He gives her the gift for her birthday. She opens it, but it's the same as the previous gift. He asks her what else she wants, and she tells him that she wants to go see her mommy. Soo-in says she will go by herself and doesn't want to waste his time. Seok-woo and his mother talk about his daughter. She tells him that when he goes to Busan, he should talk to his wife. He tells her it's a very important time at work, but his mom says it's also a very important time in Soo-in's life. She then gives him a camera with a recording of the girl's school performance that he missed. Seok-woo sees how much she is distributed on the video, so he decides to take her there. While driving, he tells Soo-in about the recital and tries make a life lesson out of it, almost hitting an ambulance on the road. They stop and watch a whole cordon passing by. Suddenly, the girl sees soot falling from the sky, and in the mirror of the car she can see a fire far away. The train to Busan is getting ready to leave the station. The conductor goes into his cabin, and the helpers also get ready. A baseball team's coach tells everyone to sit down, but then one of their cheerleaders walks in and starts cheering. An old woman named In-gil gives another lady named Jong-gil a boiled egg. Seok-woo and his daughter get on the train. He calls the company and tells them he'll be back before lunch. An injured girl rushes onto the train just before it leaves. Soo-in sees a man hit a station worker as the train pulls away. There is a bite mark on the leg of the girl who got on the train. Yeon-suk tells one of the train workers that a strange man jumped on the train and that he's been in the bathroom for a while. Soo-in is interested, so she goes to see what's going on. The man keeps saying that everyone is dead, but the bathroom worker doesn't know what he means and tries to get him to leave. The bitten girl walks through the train and faints, but no one notices her. Soo-in wants to go to the bathroom, but she runs into Sang-hwa, who is watching the door for his wife. He tells her to go to the bathroom in the next carriage. The woman taking care of the bitten girl finds her shaking and calls for help right away. Seok-woo's phone wakes him up, and when he looks at it, he sees that Soo-in is gone. His assistant tells him that there is something going on all over the country. He hangs up and goes to find his daughter. The people in the train watch the TV to see what is going on. The worker keeps calling her chief, and the bitten girl stands up in a horrific way, revealing that she has become a full zombie. When she doesn't answer, her boss runs toward the train, and Soo-in goes into a bathroom. As the attendant walk into the carriage, the girl is on the back of the worker, viciously biting her. This scares everyone on the train. The baseball team is attacked by the zombie, and the attendant also transforms. Everything goes crazy. The person in charge of the train tells the people in the next carriage to run. At the same time, Seok-woo is looking for his daughter, but before he can find her, he sees something happening in the other cart. Soo-in can also hear the screams. People run by both of them. Seok-woo watches as the zombie attendant attacks the chief, and he quickly turns into a zombie. Soo-in appears behind her dad. He grabs her and runs as a bunch of zombies chase them all over the train. Sang-hwa tells his pregnant wife, Seong-kyung, to hurry as something is going on. They see a zombie bite a woman. He tries to help her, but he gets attacked. Seok-woo runs into the next carriage, and Sang-hwa locks the zombie in the bathroom. He tells his wife to run, but the other zombies show up soon after. The rest are still watching what's going on TV as people from the other cart run inside. Seok-woo gets the door and shuts it right in front of Sang-hwa. Sang-hwa fights off a zombie. He and his wife get into the cabin and close the door to keep the zombies out. Seok-woo notices that the zombies don't know how to open the door and tells the man to let it go. He also believes that zombies attack people when they see them, so Seong-kyung covers the door, stopping them from attacking. The driver announces that the train won't stop in the next town, so Yeon-suk uses an intercom to ask him if he even knows what's going on in the train. He says that the control center gave the order. Seok-woo gets a call from his mom, who is worried about them. His mom tells him to take good care of her granddaughter. The woman transforms while talking to him on the phone. Seok-woo figures out what has happened, but he doesn't tell Soo-en. As the train passes the next station, the people outside the train start banging on the windows while screaming for help. A government official announces that there have been violent riots in several big cities that have killed hundreds of people. The government has locked down many major areas. People on the train check their social media accounts and see videos of zombies. He further tells the people that a state of emergency has been declared. The official urges people not to trust any fake news and to remain in their homes. As the towns burn, he tells people that their safety is not in danger. People on the train have blocked the door and are heading the other way. Soo-en tells her dad that her mom's phone isn't working, so he sits her down while he tries to call. In-gil makes Jong-gil sit next to them, so the girl gives In-gil her seat. Sang-hwa sees the father and child coming towards him, and he is still mad at himself for shutting the doors in their faces earlier. Seok-woo scolds the girl for being too selfless and tells her that she needs to first take care of herself in these kinds of situations. The conductor makes another announcement that the train will stop at a station where military soldiers have been sent to protect the train. Seok-woo hears Yeon-suk on the phone asking someone which places can be entered, and it sounds like the one they will stop at isn't on the list. He orders his daughter to stay put and goes to the other carriage to make a phone call. When the girl tells Sang-hwa that her father is a funds manager, he says that means he's a bloodsucker. Soo-en agrees to it. His wife gives her a piece of candy to make her feel better. Following that, she tells her to say hello to her unborn and touch her belly. Soo-en feels a kick. Seok-woo calls a client he thinks might be able to help him. He asks about the place they'll stop in, and the man tells Seok-woo that they'll be quarantined as soon as they get there. When Seok-woo tells him that his daughter is with him and that he'll do him a favor if he helps them, the man tells him not to go to the main square but to the east one. He will inform his men. Seok-woo sees a homeless-looking man in the carriage. Subsequently, the train comes to the city where the soldiers should be waiting, but no one is there. Yeon-suk is the first to step out, and then everyone else follows him, including Seok-woo and his girl. The remaining baseball team kids get off the train with their bats ready. One of the workers takes the conductor to see the zombie carriage. On the way, they run into Yeon-suk, who tells them that Busan is one of the only towns that is still open. He tells the conductor to unhook the zombie car, but it can't be done. The director agrees that they should go straight to Busan, but first he wants to get the people back on the train. The passengers walk into the empty station. Soo-en and Seok-woo go into a roped-off area so they can get to the east square. The homeless man follows behind them as he had heard him talking on phone and wants to go with them. Soo-en wants to tell everyone, but her father doesn't let her. This makes her sad. As the other passengers proceed down the escalator, Sang-hwa notices something strange about the station. At that exact moment, a guy walks into the hallway where Seok-woo and Soo-en are standing. The homeless man runs towards the man. Seok-woo tells the girl to stay there and runs towards them. When the people get to the bottom of the escalator, the military have fully become zombies. The zombies start attacking the passengers. Sang-hwa quickly gets his wife to the stairs so that they can escape. Seok-woo gets a call from his client saying that he can't get in touch with his men. As the cop walks down the corridor, a zombie attacks him from behind. With more zombies coming toward the soldier, the homeless man trips and falls. Seok-woo runs back to Soo-en, who is about to be eaten by a zombie, but Sang-hwa saves her. When Seong-kyung gets her, they both run away. The baseball team wait impatiently at the door for them, and when they come in, they seal the door. Seok-woo is struggling to fight a zombie off of him when the homeless guy comes over and helps him get away. He then runs towards the door. When Sang-hwa sees him, he opens the door for Seok-woo and keeps it open for him. They all try to close the door together to lock it. Seong-kyung is almost to the train when she sees some passengers get trampled by the horde of zombies. They still run down the stairs and get on the train from the other side. All of a sudden, the zombie horde breaks through the windows and falls onto the train. Jong-gil gets hit by a zombie, but it's too broken up to get to her. While the zombie chases after them, Seong-kyung and Soo-en take the other sister in the opposite way. An attendant and cheerleader save Jong-gil and board the train just in time. The other sister, the girl, and the pregnant woman woman get into another carriage and let the homeless man in before the zombies can get him. The zombies are all around the train, so Yeon-suk tells the conductor that they need to leave if they want to stay alive. The cheerleader says her friends are still out there, but the attendant calls the driver and tells him to leave. Sang-hwa, on the other hand, successfully locks the door, but as they run, the zombies break through the glass. They see that the train is on the move and hurry. When they get to the bottom of the stairs, the zombies take down 2 of the baseball players. The last one freezes, but Seok-woo quickly gets him moving again and gets onto the train. Sang-hwa falls behind, so Seok-woo puts out his hand to help him. Instead, Sang-hwa picks up a bat and shield to save Seok-woo from them zombies. He also gets on the train. In the meantime, the director calls the control center to find out if there is a way to get to Busan. He is told to keep going, but he wants to know what contact has been made with the station. Seong-kyung and the others are stuck between 2 carts full of zombies. She sees an empty bathroom and tells the others to follow her. When Seong-kyung steps inside, she is attacked by a zombie. They barely shut the door when the other zombies come after them. In the other part of the train, some people are covering the glass doors while the driver announces that they will be going straight to Busan. The last baseball player calls the cheerleader and says he's sorry because no one survived. Seok-woo is trying to get in touch with his daughter. At the same moment, he hears Sang-hwa talking to his wife on his cell phone. She tells him that they are stuck in a toilet in cart 13 and can't get out. The baseball player tells them that the others are in cart 15, and they get ready to rescue the other people. Sang-hwa plans their approach by putting himself in front, the boy in the middle, and Seok-woo at the back. They wait until the tunnel is out of the way. They are instantly spotted by the zombies, who attack them, and the 3 of them have to fight. Sang-hwa starts killing zombies with his bare hands, and Seok-woo helps him out from behind. The boy uses his baseball bat as a weapon, and they are unstoppable. The boy stops moving when he sees that the next cart is full of zombie baseball players. Sang-hwa pulls him back and then fights the zombies. Seok-woo gets a bat from them and tries to fight them off. They are both surrounded by the baseball zombies, and the boy can't help. The zombies start acting strangely as soon as they go through another tunnel. Seok-woo makes a sound with the bat, and the sound distracts the zombies and they follow. This lets them get away. They go through the doors as the train goes through the tunnel. The zombies then attack them again. While they're taking a break between the carts, Seok-woo comes up with the idea to use their phones as a distraction once the train goes through a tunnel. In the dark, when the zombies can't see them, they get into another cart, and Seok-woo throws Sang-hwa's phone in the back. He calls it, and the zombies rush to the sound. Luckily, they get away clean without fighting. When they get to the toilet, everyone is pleased to see each other alive. The baseball player finds another toilet, and when they pass the tunnel, he gets the others inside. Seok-woo has figured out the duration until the next tunnel, and the boy in cart 15 texts his girlfriend. The cheerleader is pleased that he is alive and that he'll be arriving at their carriage soon, so she tells the others. Yeon-suk doesn't like that they're coming because they could be infected, and everyone else agrees with him. She asks the attendant to help her explain it to the others, but he agrees with Yeon-suk. When the train gets to the tunnel, everyone gets out of the toilets, but now they have to figure out how to get past the zombies. Everyone has to crawl through the baggage racks. Seok-woo diverts the zombies away, and they eventually get out of the carriage and move on to the next one. When the homeless man trips and falls, Seok-woo goes to his aid. The train goes through the tunnel, and they are both stuck in the cart. Seok-woo counts how long the train takes to pass through. However, the homeless guy steps on an empty soda can. The noise attracts the zombies. However, they still get through the door, but Sang-hwa has to hold the door because a zombie is stuck in it. The baseball player calls his girlfriend in the other cart because the door is locked from their side. The door has been deliberately locked in cart 15 to prevent the girl from telling them. Seok-woo goes to help Sang-hwa while the boy is trying to break down the other door. Suddenly, a zombie bites Sang-hwa's hand. When they finally break through the other cart's door, the baseball player tries to get in, but Yeon-suk closes the door. Jong-gil and the cheerleader fight them from the inside while the other guys try to help him. Seong-kyung starts walking to her husband, but he tells her to stay away. He then tells Seok-woo to take her and leave because he's getting tired. Sang-hwa asks him to look after his wife, and Seok-woo says he is sorry. All of a sudden, the glass door breaks, and both of them have to leave. Sang-hwa doesn't give up easily and fights off the zombies. While the others open the door and they go inside, Seok-woo runs to get his daughter and Seong-kyung, but he doesn't make it in time to save Gil. He shuts the door and strikes Yeon-suk right away, calling him a bastard. Yeon-suk states that Seok-woo has been infected, so the attendant tells them to move to the vestibule. All of the people in cart 15 tell them to get off. The homeless man goes first. The cheerleader decides to leave with her boyfriend. Soo-in tells Seong-kyung that they should go, and Seong-kyung agrees. The others lock them in the vestibule. Jong-gil sees her zombie sister through the door. She opens the door to her zombie sister before anyone can stop her. The zombies storm the people in cart 15. At the same time, the conductor calls to find out what's going on in Busan. He doesn't get any response, but he does see fires in the city. At last, Seok-woo talks to his daughter. He says that on her birthday, he'll take her to see her mother. Later, Seok-woo gets a call from his assistant, who tells him that of all the towns, Busan has the best defense. He further informs him that one of their companies is where the virus began. Because of a roadblock, the train stops all of a sudden. The driver tells the people still on the train that he will find another train to take them to Busan. Yeon-suk and the person helping him have survived the zombie attack. The conductor checks the first train and sees that it's full of zombies, so he looks for another one. Seok-woo tells the others that they have to move and find a way to Busan. The driver keeps looking for another train in the meantime. He finally sees one that is free and moves it. Yeon-suk and the person helping him are stuck in the toilet. He tells the guard to go first and pushes him into the zombies to get away. At that moment, a burning car crashes into the train where the survivors are, separating them from each other. The baseball player puts the cheerleader in a train, and while he is trying to open the door, Yeon-suk comes in and sacrifices the girl to save himself, leaving the baseball player to fight off the zombies. He gets away, and then the boy kills the zombie. The girl starts to transform, moves around in his arms, then bites him. Soo-in gets Seok-woo up at the same time. Seong-kyung and a homeless man are both stuck underneath a zombie cart. Yeon-suk runs toward the moving train, and when the driver tries to help him, he also leaves him behind. The train cart keeps falling apart, but Seok-woo figures out how to escape. As he turns to help the others, the gap closes, and the zombies break through the windows of the train cart to get to the girls, and the homeless man tries to stop them. Seok-woo opens the gap again, and the two of them leave the man behind and get out. Seong-kyung, Seok-woo, and the kid run away from the zombie horde and run towards the moving train. All of the zombies from the station run towards the cart and pile on top of each other. Everyone gets on the train, including the zombies. They are holding on tight, and Seok-woo tries to get them to let go. Eventually, he is able to do so. They look for the conductor, but all they find is Yeon-suk in the cabin, who is half transformed. He is able to get the door open. Seok-woo tells him that he's infected, and when he completely transforms, he starts attacking Seok-woo. He fights him, and Seong-kyung helps to get him off. Seok-woo grabs him, but Yeon-suk bites him. Seok-woo chains himself to the train, then throws the man off. He realizes that he's been bitten, so before he transforms, he gets them both inside the cabin and tells them about the break. Seok-woo tells Soo-in to stay with Seong-kyung and go to Busan, where she will be safe. She can't let go of him, but before he turns, he pulls away from her and runs out, leaving her behind to cry and scream after him. As he starts to become a zombie, he thinks back to the day Soo-in was born and then jumps off the train. Because there is a barrier on the tracks, Seong-kyung and Soo-in have to get off the train. They keep going on foot through the dead zombies. They walk into a dark cave. On the other side, the army is waiting, aiming snipers towards the cave. But the sniper is not sure if they are zombies or not. When the sniper is ordered to kill them, Soo-in starts singing her performance song. The forces let the survivors know that they are coming, and the movie ends. Subscribe to watch more movie recaps like this. Thanks for watching. See you in the next plot. Goodbye.